Welcome to the Michele Roys Show.
Hello, welcome to another Michele Roys Show. I can't believe we're almost at 1 year mark of having the show. And it's all because of you. Because you've been connecting, you've been listening, you've been telling me what you like, you don't like about this. So this show, I'm just going to be talking from my heart and celebrating the ups and downs. So my friend, thank you for being part of this journey. And I hope you're having a nice warm tea or coffee or hot chocolate. So just cuddle in and let's get started. You know, there's a lot of times that we have lots of up and downs in our lives. And especially after a big event, or if you're in the States and you're celebrating Thanksgiving, you know, you had all of that anticipation for it and it's done. But you also have to be careful with yourself, mind yourself. For me, it has been a big journey traveling to the States. We were in San Francisco, so California, all the way from Ireland. That took a lot out of me physically and emotionally as well. And I had to give myself extra grace. And that sometimes can be a bit hard because my mind is a very strong-willed mind. I'm not sure if you can relate, but I have a feeling you can. And I like to just keep pushing. But I had to offer myself a lot of grace because when we have something to do and something that's important, our adrenaline kicks in and gets us all riled up. We can get it through. But afterwards, we also have to be able to recover from it. And so I have to allow myself a lot of grace the last couple of weeks to recover. Not only for the trip, for the amazing people that I met, for being in Stanford, but coming back home, being in the cold. As you can see, I have a very nice warm jumper today. So it's been definitely the beginning of winter here in Ireland. And we get really cold here. It's like a different cold. It really penetrates your bones. That's the best way I can describe it. So if you're in Ireland, you know what I mean. Which means that for us who love this time of the year, but at the same time struggle with chronic pain, it can be also a time that can be difficult. And it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to need extra rest. It's okay to give your body that permission to just be and not ask yourself, oh, why can't I do this and why can't I do that? But say, guess what? I get to rest. I get to allow myself permission to just be lounging in bed for a little longer, taking that hot cup of coffee or tea or whatever it is that you like to hold on to, and just be present, looking outside. And if you're in pain, allowing yourself to feel that pain and be at ease with it. Being at ease. For me, breathwork has helped so much in just calming my nervous system and allowing myself to breathe in, breathe out and say, you're okay, Michele. I've got you. Or sometimes just giving myself that hug, just showing myself kindness. It helps my body to remember to calm down, remember to feel safe and secure. Because when we are in fight or flight mode, when our pain levels are so high, our body tenses up, which causes more pain, which causes more fatigue, and there the cycle goes again. So my friend, this is a little bit of a permission to just be at ease with what is right now, whatever you're going through right now. If it's the pain levels that are driving up the walls, or if it's frustration that you can't do what you wanted to do, or if it's any other thing, financial pressures. I know exactly how that feels, especially since having to go through all these different modalities that I do, that's not paid by insurance or anything else is out of my pocket. So I know very well how much it could be just to keep me going. But I need to do it, and that's okay. But feeling those feelings and giving myself permission to just let it be makes a difference. Yesterday, I had to go to the dentist, and I have a very hard time going to the dentist. I don't want to use the word dread, but yes, it's one of those things that I avoid just for a checkup and cleaning. And those of us who suffer with trigeminal neuralgia know that even brushing your teeth can really trigger pain. So you can imagine going to the dentist and having them clean your teeth. Yes. So I had to kind of prepare myself beforehand, rest a lot beforehand, and then rest more when I came back because it did trigger pain. And I knew I had to be okay with it because I was like, I want to have my teeth. I don't want my teeth to fall off. But it takes a lot out of me. And I had to make that call of, no, I'm not going to go to the sauna and steam room, which usually helps me because I can't even go outside. That I was in so much pain that just that felt too much for me. I turned to my husband and I said, I'm sorry, babe. I just prefer not going out right now. And instead, you know what I did? I had us watch The Chosen from season 5 right now, and I actually really enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you to watch that. I have my Christmas trees, Christmas lights up in my living room, so it's all cozy. And I had my son next to me, and I said, okay, now you're cuddling with me. I'm so cold. The fireplace wasn't on, but it was just a nice time. I gave myself permission to just be. Instead of allowing my mind to go, oh, you didn't go to the sauna and that's very good for you. Yeah. But I was in so much pain that just being there and sitting down and just doing something to distract me, watching something that I enjoyed, being with my family, that's what I needed. And that's okay. That's what I'm trying to say, that we need to listen to our bodies, the signals that's sending, the words it's telling us deep down inside. It's that knowing that I couldn't push myself more than I already did. And it was a huge thing to go to the dentist. I know maybe it's not for you, but for me it's a huge thing. I did it. Well done. Teeth are clean for now. I have to go for another x-ray, but anyway, that's okay. One thing at a time. That's all I can deal with. So offering myself compassion in those moments has been key in my journey. And yes, it is difficult. But guess what? You are stronger than you think, my friend. And I'll keep saying this. I need you to hear these words. The fact that you're here means your story is not over. The fact that you're here, that you're listening to me, means that you have so much inside of you, this resilience that's been built over time, that your story is going to help other people. So hold on. Hold on to the hope. Hold on to that inner knowing. Hold on to God. Let Him lead and guide you. Let Him help you in this journey. Your story is not over. I know it isn't. And it's okay to not feel okay. Right now, it's a little bit of a dump for me. It's the lower part. But I am looking forward to Christmas. I am looking forward to being with my boys. I'm looking forward to celebrating another year that's gone by so fast. What are you looking forward to? I find if I have things to look forward to, I take my mind off my problems right now and I put it on other things. I put it on the good, on the positive, on the things that build me up. You know, even for this, doing the podcast, I think of you. Yes, you, the listener. You, the listener that have reached out to me. I think of the messages you sent me, thanking me for speaking my truth, for sharing about my life, my journey, my struggles, so that others don't feel alone in their own struggles. And I hold on to those things. I hold on to those words, those encouragements, because it fuels me to keep doing this. It lifts me up. It makes me get out of bed so I can ensure that every single week there's a podcast that's speaking to your heart from my heart, that helps you feel seen in your journey, that helps you not feel alone, and it gives you a little glimmer of hope and understanding that God is with you, like He's been with me in my journey, and it continues to be. So the lessons that I've been learning, I just want to impart them because I don't feel that, our pain should be for no reason. I think our pain is for a reason. And most of all, it forms our character. It strengthens us. It builds us so that we can in turn help others. Because each of us has a calling. We have a purpose. I truly believe in that. And this is what causes me to keep doing what I'm doing. So through my writing, through my speaking, through podcasting, through my emails, through blogs, whatever I can. And yes, I would prefer having a beautiful schedule that I could be in touch with everybody. and write whenever I want to, but I have to listen to my body. I can't do that all the time. But I can be grateful for the times I do it. Like right now. I'm going to be listening to this tomorrow or the next day. I don't know when you listen to it, but I know you will listen to it, and it's going to be the right time for you. Because I believe that every single thing that we go through can be a lesson and an encouragement for somebody else. And I am so grateful for the opportunities I've been having to meet wonderful people. You know, when I was in Stanford, I shared about these two men that drove over an hour each from different directions and have TN as well, got to meet each other there and shared openly about their struggles with me. There were different people that were there, but their story for me was just like, wow, you drove from far away. And last week I had the Limerick Library, we had an event and I got to speak about Trigeminal Neuralgia, about my book. And these two ladies drove from Galway all the way to hear me. And I was just so touched. It was like two men over there in the States and two ladies. There were other people there, of course, but the people that drove further, that have TN. So I understand how difficult that is. And especially in Limerick, it was like a gloomy, raining, grey day evening. And they came just to hear my story and support my story and to thank me for writing about it, for bringing awareness, for speaking my truth. And that really resonated with me. It means I'm making a difference. Small as can be, but it is a difference. And you, my friend, you can do the same. So every time you write me, every time you send a DM, every time you reach out on email, every time you send a text, any of those things, it really does lift me up. Even if you're just sharing what you're going through, I really enjoy it. I appreciate it because I know that I'm turning my pain into purpose. And my purpose is to help, support, and encourage other people that are facing the same struggle as I have to find joy, to know that joy can be found in the midst of the storm, that we don't have to wait for it to be perfect, for all the pain to be gone, for there not to be any emotional turmoils, financial pressures, stress, burnout gone, to be part of life again. No, my friends. It's here, it's right now. It's a choice that we make every single day to be present. Small, tiny steps. Tiny, tiny, tiny steps. And they stack up. And that will help build, rebuild, and reignite you once again. So my love, thank you for being here. Yes, you're part of my journey. And I'm so grateful for you. I hope this podcast will encourage you in your journey. Please reach out, share with somebody that hasn't heard about me yet and who is going through a difficult time, but just need that permission to say, hey, it's okay. It's okay to not be okay, but do ask for help. Do breathe into this and find your joy once again, because that's the key to keep going. Remember, you are not alone. God is with you. Thank you once again. I'll see you next week, and we'll be celebrating 1 year of this podcast. So I'm super excited. God bless and keep. Until next week. Bye for now.
This was the Michele Roys Show.